I've spent $26,023 on Whiteout Survival in 141 days, and we just finished State versus State. If you want to see the video of the gameplay, I posted it earlier today. I am absolutely exhausted, so I'm going to go through because we had a long day. First of all, the battle itself was long, and then we had battle phase after that. I never got to recoup basically from the lost sleep, so this SvS day is a rough day for a lot of players, I think. At least it is for me, because I don't sleep right the night before, and then the day of, I'm just exhausted the entire day because we got so much to do and so much to talk about, and the planet, the battle itself is a little bit stressful, and then we got battle phase after that, and then people talking about things that happen and all this type of stuff. Anyways, I am completely exhausted. So again, documenting the game for you. Like, this is my journal of what's been going on. Let me explain, though, why I'm excited about this state versus state. This was the first state versus state when we're trying to actually work more as a unified state. And, it had its, growing pains. Like, there's things that we still got to work out. But the fact that we did it and we held it together and we got on a voice chat across, alliance lines, and we started working things together, it was, phenomenal. It was fun. It made it for a more fun experience. It made it feel like a state victory and not just any one person or alliance, because people's alliances didn't matter. We all shuffled around where we needed to support whatever alliance we needed to get the win. We have a lot to learn as far as a state. And playing. If you watch the SvS video, there's things that I personally realize in retrospect that I have to get better at. And then there's things that even I knew that we could be doing better, but it's like in the middle of battle, you really can't. Like being able to teach everyone how to do like the rally calling with the countdown and stuff, which other players like Spencer's told me about and some other people in the game have told me about. And we just need to figure that out, because we tried to call times, in chat, and that didn't work because nobody was paying attention to chat. We tried to do it over voice chat, and not enough people knew how to do it. And we were like in the middle of battle, so we really couldn't sit there and take time out to teach everyone and all that. Maybe we could have, but we didn't. It turned out we didn't really need to. So the way this turned out is we had enough strength to, basically they had to send 2 or 3, well, I think they had to send like at least 3 rallies to us, maybe 4 in some cases. And we were able to take it back. We didn't have too much of a hard time, but it was the way the battle mechanics work in state versus state. It's a little bit, just I'm going to be honest with you, as far as the game goes, it can be annoying, because it becomes like you get battle fatigue, because like, even though you can take the seat back, the fact that they took it back and it takes another 5 minutes to rally again, and you got to cycle it quickly to make sure that you have enough time and you have more time than what they had. It's just annoying. Like, you get to the point like, you're going to win, but you just have to keep on going through the motions to force it. So, it is still a fun game because there's a lot to learn and everything. And we're not even playing advanced gameplay at this point. We're not swapping heroes and gear and all that type of stuff. I didn't even do any of that yet. But still, it is fun. It's just, I wish there was a way to condense it down so that it didn't potentially take 5 hours, and needing to have like the better part of 2.5 hours meant that the battle itself took like 4 hours or so. But we played great together. A bunch of the whales were all in lat together. Actually, 3 of the state's strongest whales are in lat already now. So I joined them and helped them and made sure that we could secure the victory. But we did a great job all together. We worked together. We had fun, and we secured the victory. So if you want to check out the video of the gameplay, it's already posted. The thing I wanted to talk about tonight as well is prep phase. Like, there's a lot of stuff that happened in prep. Like, some people were upset seeing me rank when we were supposed to be saving. But here's where we stood in prep phase. I put my points up. Like, everything I said I would do, I did. If I ranked, it was because I was doing some smart gameplay. I was either doing something that had some synergy, or that as a whale didn't cost me what they think it cost me. Because at the end of the day, or I replaced it, as you saw in a lot of my videos. I replaced whatever I was doing to make sure I had no net loss for SvS. And those are the points I was able to put on the board. So, nobody's got anything to say about my gameplay and strategy. Sometimes it's different. Like, different people have different strategies depending on if you're high spend or low spend. So I just wanted to kind of show that. And then if we take a look at, battle phase, like, I didn't really press this too hard. And, I took on more of a defensive role for the most part. I mean, my garrison was important, but I didn't send in my like attack squad. I didn't really go after, I went after one turret towards the end. And that's just about it. So, I didn't and then afterwards we did a whole bunch of city attacks afterwards in the battle phase. And I actually had somebody reach out to me and say like, hey, will you stop attacking us? You're being ruthless. I'm like, first of all, I felt a little bit mortified by somebody telling me that. And I know I'm just playing the game, but I also am a little bit of a public figure with this channel. I wouldn't want anybody thinking I'm doing something atrocious or horrifying or mortifying, but this is the game we play. It's a war game. You should, if you're not bubbled, you should, and you're in the battle phase, you should expect to get attacked. And if you reinforce somebody and you're getting attacked by somebody strong, and they're going to rally you if for resources, right? Like I have to support the rest of my team too. Like the team needs resources. And if you've got a player that's unbubbled with tons of resources and they say, hey, can you help us take this? Like that's what I'm going to do because it's part of me supporting my team. They need resources. You got a player who's undefended with resources sitting there. We're going to come in there and do it. It's part of the war game. It's part of the dynamic. It's part of SvS. It's the battle phase. So I don't really feel bad about it, but I just kind of do feel the need to justify it. And I know some of you are probably going to be on both sides of this because I've heard it in the game already. Some people are like, no, you're being a bully if you do stuff like that. And some people are like, no, it is part of the game. I'm really on the fence of like, it's part of the game, but I just want people to understand that it is part of the game. Like understand the game we're playing. If that's not the game for you, don't play this game. That's what that comes down to. So that's the, state versus state. That's all I wanted to do. We have some events coming up like Alliance Showdown. We did some Mercenary Prestige today. Of course, all the standard events, stuff like that. Keep in mind, we have Symphony of Change. That's 2 more days. We're getting FC5. So the challenge is going to be not spending fire crystals while we wait till the next SvS. The advantage to doing that will be we won't have the higher fire crystal furnaces, and therefore we should get a better match. And we'll have a whole bunch of fire crystal spending ready for SvS. If we can get the entire state to do that, we'll be in a great position. I don't know if we're going to be able to because last time it didn't work out that great. So we're going to have to, stay tuned and see how that turns out. If we take a quick look at the calendar, we got Snowbusters coming up as well. We've got Journey Treasures. We've got Line Showdown I already talked about, and then some miscellaneous stuff, Foundry and such. So that's all we have on the event schedule. Now let's take a look at spending. There's not an awful lot of spending to do tonight. There's only one special thing. I'll show that in a minute. So, pet chests, we've already gone through a bunch of these things, and I already said my new focus, not new focus, I'm refocusing on power per dollar. So when I look at some of these things, my goal is going to be to just understand power per dollar. So this exclusive gear enhancement special, I don't know. There is an argument for getting this just for the VIP efficiency part of it, but but there's no reason for me to get this. I already have the Gen 3 widgets maxed, so I'm not going to buy it just to trade it in and just to get some VIP points. So then we got the daily deals, and I will grab this. Let's see if I get lucky. Not lucky at all. And then we'll grab the fire crystals and the weekly claim. And I think that's about all we got for that. That's it. Now if we look at the deal section, I'm going to go right to left here. We've got, let's see, sign in and earn it. Deadshot didn't have anything for it, or maybe I already claimed it. Oh, we do have 5 for Deadshot. Let's see. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Here we go. Here we go, Deadshot. Let's do this tango. Come on. Come on. Come on. All right. I just need to get over this. Deadshot just absolutely hates me. I just don't understand it. Do they have my device ID or something on lock? I just don't understand it. Whatever. You know what? If I get lucky in all the other things but Deadshot, I'm good. I'm good with that. I'm fine. We'll clear these claims out. And Hall of Heroes. So, Hall of Heroes we can do a little spending on, and here's why. I'm going to basically, I've got all the shards I need, but I'm going to buy this to the $10 mark. And the only reason is because there's only like a couple ways to get the widgets now, and I missed my opportunity. So I've got all the shards I need pretty much. I mean, I will accumulate the general shards as well for the next gen. But see these Gen 1 and Gen 2 widget chests? Like, I did not get a chance to max out all my heroes, and they're kind of convenient for Foundry and Canyon to have all your heroes maxed out. And I'm playing as a whale account, and here's an example where, you know, like if I need to get this, what's the most efficient way to get it? And you know, there's only so many ways to get them now that they're kind of locked out of the game. So I'm going to grab the oldest widgets first. Just grab what I can, and just, you know, every week that this comes up, I'll just grab what I can. When I don't need, if we're in between heroes seasons like this, I'll just grab it up to the $20 mark. I'll grab the $5 one every day. And then, I'm sorry, up to the $10 mark, I'll grab the $5 one every day, and then I'll just grab all the season 1 widgets I can until I've got those, and then I'll shift to the season 2. And the reason for that is because over time, the older widget chests get cheaper. So that's why I'm doing it that way. Vault of Enigma, we've already claimed. And now we've got Wishful Emporium, and that's the last thing left to spend on. So Wishful Emporium, I've already got loaded up for charm designs, and you know, the charm designs is just constant grind, so we're going to grab that. And then I'm going to grab it again for charm designs. And right now, I'm at a point where I've been doing a lot of spending on the account. Wishful Emporium, I mean, it is a pretty good deal, but I don't really need to push charms right now that hard, and there will be other deals that come along. But I will, you know what, I'm going to buy it up to the $20 mark, and that's it. Just going to stop there, and then that's enough. Kind of the both VIP efficiency and my spend rate starts going up after that. That's probably already too much more than I wanted to spend tonight. So with that done, I'm just going to claim this this trek. I know a lot of you tell me, like, don't do the auto and idle. It's just, I know probably I can be doing better on it. It's just annoying, and it's like I don't want to sit there, you know, doing it the whole time. So I just put it on idle, and I'm done with it. And there is something that 80, the needing to have 80 a day. I didn't understand this at first. Like, you can accumulate them, but what happens is you get 20 free ones at reset every day. So that's why people say make sure it's below 80 every day. Because if you're above 80, that's what the 100 is all about. If you're above 80, you won't get the full 20 at the reset. It'll top off to 100 only. And if you're already over 100, it'll let you be over 100, but you won't get the 20 free ones every day. So I think that's the incentive to making sure that you're at or under 80 every day at the reset, so that you get the 20 free ones as well. So you might as well just spend them and do it that way. And if we just take a quick look at Labyrinth, yeah, all right, Gaia Heart, we can do that. Let's see. Now, I could start getting into the exotic combinations that some of you have suggested, but I don't have time. I would have to go look it up, and I don't have time to do that tonight. So I'm just going to go with the basic one. Actually, I'm going to cheat the basic one just a little bit and see what happens. And we'll go from there. This is just an auto assignment. I mean, I did push a lot of power recently, so I should get a bunch of levels just from this, I think. Yeah, so I mean, I will want to, at the higher levels, I will want to play around with these ratios and use some of those combinations some of you told me about. But I don't feel like looking it up right now. I am literally exhausted between SvS. It's been a whole day of SvS today. You know, first of all, I can't sleep properly on an SvS day because you're thinking about the battle. And so I woke up earlier than I wanted to, tried to go back to sleep and couldn't. So then I'm up from 6 a.m. onward, just doing various things in the game all day. Just exhausting. I'm getting quite a few stages here, but I did push quite a bit of power through that SvS, so. should be able to get past this level and well into the next, maybe? With any luck? Let's find out. Maybe I'll even clear this level. A little closer on some of these. Oh, come on. Might just clear this level. Looking like it. Oh, all right. Oh, that hurt. Hey, all right. Big ouchie. Yeah, saw that coming. Try that again. Hey, all right. I'll make one small adjustment here. No, this isn't gonna work. Wow, it did. Maybe. All right. Ooh. It's... Nope. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't think that was going to fly. All right, one more shot. Nope. All right, let's see where things stand. Everyone's been pressing power in the state. So I don't know if they've done their Labyrinth yet or not yet either. Maybe they haven't. It's just shortly after the reset. But that's where things stand right now. Things are looking pretty good. That is a bunch of power that was pressed, so see how that ends up going. So before we're done, let's just check out two things. You can see my power took a little bit of a dip because I did an aggressive battle phase in SvS today, and it wasn't anything super exciting. I was just trying calling rallies, and when you hit cities, enough of them and enough times, you're going to take some troop loss, and you get 90% of them back during SvS. So that was all fun and everything, but I did take about a hit of, I think, roughly 1 million or so on the power because of those troops, but I kind of grinded them up for the purpose of SvS anyway. So if we just take a look at VIP quickly before we're done, we can see what we got going on here. All right, 1.1 million. And I haven't decided what I'm doing with that yet, but I tell you what, I am too exhausted to do this tonight, and I want to do that when I have some energy because that should be an exciting night to do a whole bunch of prestige spinners and see where things land. By the way, I never realized until people started calling out, like there's a Meteor 1 and 2 and Frostsphere 1 and 2 apparently. You see it, how it says here? Frostsphere 1, Blazing Meteor 1. How do you get a 2? Like, that is crazy. It's hard enough to get a 1. How do you get a 2? This is crazy. I'll be happy enough to get a 1, you know? I don't even know what that spend is going to be ultimately. I think I calculated it before, though. It's somewhere between $45,000 and $60,000 mark. So I don't know. We'll see how things go on the channel before I get excited about that. It's just going to be probably a way out into the future. That's all I have for you tonight, but if you want to continue following my journey and seeing how things go with the spending and with my personal growth, you got to help me out by liking this video, subscribing to my channel, and then turning on notifications. That way, whenever I post anything, you'll know about it right away. Thank you very much for joining me, and until next time, I'll see you later.